RSVP is part of a larger family of programs that are called under the Corporation for National Community Service, AmeriCorps, the Foster Grandparent Program, the Senior Companion Program, and the RSVP program. And all of us in some ways reach out to people and say, consider giving back. Consider using your skills, your talents, your passions, your time to address a need in the community. RSVP not only says to people, what is it that you love to do, but we also are given certain priorities, areas that are of greatest need. We have been finding out more and more that social connectedness is so important to the life of older adults, and many are at risk for isolation, and with isolation comes depression, comes poor nutrition, comes a lot of other health risks. So volunteer drivers are a lifeline to a lot of older adults and disabled adults.
Meals on Wheels for Western New York provides food and friendship and a well-being check to 3,600 homebound seniors and disabled individuals throughout Western New York. The volunteers are really the crucial element of making sure that Meals on Wheels for Western New York can happen. They're the ones that are boots on the ground, visiting with the clients, developing friendships, really doing all of the hard work of making sure that these vulnerable seniors feel connected and feel loved and feel like there's somebody who's looking out for them.
I've been a volunteer since I retired in 2008 for 9 years. I have been involved in this wonderful organization for, well, now going on 45 years. And the goal of the program is to provide good, solid nutrition and a visit. And sometimes I think the visit is more important than the nutrition. And that human interaction every day is critical to their well-being. There's a number of people that I look forward to seeing them, and I think they look forward to seeing me. And so you chat, you find out how things are going for them. You know that you've impacted on a person's well-being and keeping them out of a nursing home and a hospital, safe in the community with a daily check. You know, when you talk about compassion and concern, our volunteers here at Meals on Wheels are just that. They're the most wonderful human beings.
We also have a great need ongoing for volunteer drivers. You could have the greatest program ever, but if an older adult can't reach that program, it doesn't matter. So we need volunteer drivers to bring older adults to medical appointments at the VA or their own physician, to bring people to senior centers for that hot, nutritious meal, or just for social reasons, to go and visit a spouse who's in a nursing home. It's so important. Or even to meet some friends, for a pizza.
We saw a need for transportation services, especially in the rural and suburban areas that we service. Rural transit began because people, first of all, needed to get to their necessary medical appointments, whether it's going to the doctor, getting a prescription. But after that, we realized that in order to stay living at your home, we need more than going to just a doctor's appointment. Anywhere you need to go to complete your daily life routine, that is why Rural Transit is here. We have 4 staff members, but Rural Transit is very volunteer driven. We have over 130 volunteers. We have volunteer drivers, volunteer dispatchers, volunteer driver aides, who are the most amazing group of people that help us out day to day so that these individuals can remain living in their own home.
My name is Rosemary Stang. I've been driving for Rural Transit for a little over 11 years. I've got the time and I enjoy driving and I enjoy meeting people, so it was right up my alley at that time. You're very gratified for being able to help people. I'm a people person basically, and I like doing for other people because of the joy it brings me for seeing these people's faces when they see you pull in the driveway and say, "Oh, I'm so glad you're here." It's just been a joy. They're so grateful for their ride because many of them cannot get grocery shopping or to doctor's appointments if they don't have a ride.
The RSVP program has been instrumental with the Rural Transit program. We go hand in hand in many ways. They help us with recruitment. Many of our volunteers are very active in the community and they're looking for something to do. They've reached out to the RSVP program, who has then helped us bring these volunteers in, to train them, to screen them. And then once they're a part of our organization and they become a part of our family, They help us with recognition. They're a great program for us to be partnered with.
The RSVP program is wonderful. It's a wonderful way to get more volunteers in the door and have them assist with this critical mission and make sure that our Western New York neighbors are well fed and well cared for.
The show will not go on if we don't have them. If the volunteers were not in place, like myself, I do it 3 days a week, the program would not operate. It would go out of business. It's as simple as that.
We need volunteers desperately. There are many people that need drives and many people that don't have a way to get to work or don't have a way to do their grocery shopping or go to the doctor even.
It's a short commitment of time. A person can't give 1 hour out of their day to help their neighbor helping neighbor, and hey, what are we on this earth for but to help other people?
We hear from volunteers all the time that they get more out of volunteering than they give. Our volunteers absolutely love it, and that's why they keep coming back over and over again, because these clients become their friends.
It may seem like a very simple volunteer job, just hopping on and driving a van, but I think what they get out of doing that is so gratifying, and they're so interested in helping their neighbor down the road.
It's been quite a joy, and I've met very many people that I became close friends with over the years.
And anybody that says I'm bored to me, I get very, very upset, because it's your own fault if you're bored. Get out and help somebody in need.